So last week I made a post on my Facebook group asking if someone had any questions regarding SEO or any other topic so I can make a Q&A video, and to my surprise 2 people replied, so here's that Q&A video. The first question comes in from Robin, and he asks, for PBN domain can I do it like this? Like I have 100 domains, all have different designs and content, and I'm using Cloudflare for all domains, and all the domains have separate Cloudflare accounts. Also, no need to make different emails. For Cloudflare, we can make allies like domain1plus@gmail.com, so Google will see as all domains on different servers and no need to worry. So, if I understand your question correctly, you're asking if you can basically have your whole PBN network of 100 plus sites on Cloudflare. So if you have that big of a network, I'd advise being extra cautious, because you can't risk losing 100 plus domains. That'd be a pain. So if you want to be super safe, here's what I would do. But before talking about Cloudflare, let's first talk about registering the domains. So when registering your domains, make sure to use different registers. So ideally you'd use different names and emails. So basically create accounts on, say, Namecheap, GoDaddy and HostGator, and this way you have 100 of your domains spread across different registers. And of course there's absolutely no problem in registering 2 or more domains of the same PBN network on the same register. That won't be an issue. But if you can do it, why not? You're just being extra safe. So use Namecheap, GoDaddy, HostGator, and there's a bunch of them out there. Now, when it comes to IP addresses, the only thing you need to know is that the safest way to host a PBN is if they're hosted using unique C-class IP addresses. And I've recorded a video specifically on this, I'll place it in the description, where I go a bit more in depth on the why and how to do it. Now, the thing with Cloudflare is that it provides you with a way to mask your server's IP and the name servers. The idea here isn't that your website is hosted on Cloudflare servers, because it's not, but you're using their DNS protection service for free, and that lets you hide the real server IP. So what you need to do is host your domains on different hosts. This way you'll have unique C-class IP addresses for each. And again, I'll place the link where I talk a bit more in depth about this in the description. And of course, you can use Cloudflare to mask your IP and give you that extra safety. Cloudflare also provides you with free SSL and other security features, which is great, but don't put your whole network on Cloudflare. That would be a huge footprint. The idea is the more random factors, the more natural it looks. So different hosts, you can use Cloudflare on some, don't use it on others. Private who-is information, fake who-is information, etc. The more random factors you put in place, the more natural it looks. So the absolutely lowest risk for a 100-site PBN is 100 different domain registers, 100 different hosts, all with not private, verified who-is info. So of course we're going off an example of 100 sites, which isn't that common, but if you want to be safe, place each of your domain and host each of your sites on different registers and different hosts, which give you unique C-class IPs. And of course, on top of all of this, the rules for PBN interlinking still apply. So don't interlink between PBN sites, no linking to the same money sites from all the PBN sites, not too many times, so not linking too many times for one site alone. And I also have a video on this, I'll put it in the description, where I go a bit more in depth on the rules when creating a PBN and when linking out of your PBN. But basically, to conclude, having some domains using Cloudflare shouldn't be a problem, providing that you can get different name servers. So on those different Cloudflare accounts, you're getting different name servers. And of course, that you're hosting the websites on different hosts. So don't place all of your websites on one host, because of course, if you're using the same host for all of your sites, that will be a huge footprint. The next question comes from Andres, and he asks, what's the best thing to get to exit the sandbox? Social signals, Web 2.0s, blog posts, and I'll address the second question in a bit. This is what usually works for me. The first one is building social media properties. So make sure to register your site on Instagram, your brand as well, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Make sure you register your site on these social media properties, and of course have a small description and fill out everything, and then place a link on the properties you can back to your site. So the first thing is set up social media properties. Then the second one, social signals. These are great because they add social relevancy to your site. Then traffic. This can be a bit tricky, but with press releases and say, for example, if you go on Quora or Yahoo Answers, actually Yahoo Answers was discontinued, but if you go on Quora and find people asking certain questions on a specific niche, and you're able to provide them with a quality answer, and then linking back to your site if they want to know more information, the Quora can be an extremely valuable source for traffic and link juice as well. And like I said previously, press releases can also be a really good source of traffic to get your site going. But press releases can be a bit expensive, while Quora Answers is completely free. And finally, you have your foundation links. These are your profile links, image links, article directory links, etc. I also have a service on this on legit.com. You can check it out if you want. But yeah, this is what works for me. And it's important to keep in mind that all of the links created here should either be used using naked URL anchors or branded anchors as much as possible. You want to let Google know that your brand is present. So don't overdo it with exact match anchors or long tail anchors. Don't waste those anchors on these types of less powerful links. So on this one, just use naked URL anchors and branded anchors as much as you can. And to address the second question, if I'm happy with Cristiano Ronaldo playing in Italy, yes, I'm extremely happy, but I do want him to end his career in Sporting, which, if you don't know, is the club where he started his career. And yeah, that is my answer to that. Then we have a second question by Robin. Does adult PBN links work? If yes, where to buy/make them or make it? So by adult, I'm assuming you mean all things related to gambling and like weed and all that stuff. And yeah, they do work, just like any regular PBN. And the good thing about adult links is that the private networks are usually much more niche. So while when you're buying, say, a link from a regular PBN network, you can have articles about buying houses, a plumber, an electrician, I don't know, so several niches. It's much easier to find niche specific PBNs for adult niches. So a PBN, so like a network of 100 sites just focused around gambling. So it's much easier to find them. They can be a bit more expensive, but yeah, they're out there, they do work. And where can you buy them? I'm sure someone on Legit sells them, so yeah, I think you can find them there. And the final question by Andres: Oporto or red wine? Porto wine is typically red, so I'm not sure I understand your question, but either way, I don't really drink too much wine, so I'm just gonna say beer. I very much like Portuguese beer. But yeah, our wine is widely famous and quite good actually. And to conclude the giveaway winners, I wrote on the post that if you commented 2 or more questions, I'd give you a free social signals package. So just send me a message, send me your URL, and I'll hook you up, and I'll start running a campaign for social signals. And yeah, that's it. Feel free to ask any other questions below, and if there's more people commenting and asking, I might do more of these. I'm not gonna lie, I thought there would be more comments because we are like, I think 500 plus people in this group, but I guess that's just what happened. But yeah, if you want me to make more of these, make sure to ask some questions and I'll answer them. Okay, cheers and take care. Bye bye.